Compression water system activated. 13 seconds.
I'm back again with another peachyxin 69 minutes challenge. I do this challenge every week in my Discord server and there's a different theme every time. So feel free to come join us if you want to do a weekly drawing in a low pressure environment. I wanted to create an environment where drawing is fun. So for this challenge, the theme was high fashion and I decided to draw Gyro Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because he just reminds me a lot of high fashion models. I asked my sister where to find yeehaw looking high fashion and she'd suggested Lil Nas X, which I looked at and I was like, wow. First of all, I love his fits, and second of all, yeah, that is pretty yeehaw. So I picked a pose that I saved on Pinterest that already reminded me of Gyro, and then I chose one of Lil Nas X's red carpet outfits, and I got to work. For this piece, I also used a gradient map like the alhaitham from my last vlog. I started doing this because I was really inspired by O2PNG on Instagram style, and I really like their usage of colors. I treat the drawing with the gradient map as an underpainting, and later on I merge all the layers and then paint over it so that there's still some color variation. I had a gradient map phase a few months ago and then I decided, okay, I don't really like this anymore because I got bored. But now that I look at it, I'm kind of digging this style. I don't know, maybe I'll stop using gradient maps again soon. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Baby, you were the love of my life. Oh, baby, you don't know what's lost till you find it. It's not what I wanted to leave you behind. Don't know where you'll land when you fly, but baby, you are the love of my life.
Officer confirms solid rocket booster separation. Discovery Houston, performance nominal. Copy, nominal performance. That call from spacecraft communicator Kirk Brown to Commander Tom Henwick aboard Discovery indicating that the solid rocket boosters performed as expected in the first stage of this 8.5-minute ride to orbit. Discovery 226,000 feet in altitude, 52 miles downrange. Traveling at almost 6,300 feet per second. Commander Tom Hendricks and pilot Kevin Kriegel at the controls on the flight deck, joined by flight engineer Nancy Curry and mission specialist Don Thomas. Discovery Houston, 2-engine bin career. 2-engine bin career. Astronaut Mary.
Draw someone, but I forgot who. How about you it is. Just kidding. After going through a roster of my favorite JoJo characters in my head, I remembered who I wanted to draw, Risotto. I realized a lot of my favorites have really sussy outfits, but I swear that's just how most JoJo characters are built. These days I've been using Figma for making mood boards. It's really handy for collecting reference images and helps me minimize the amount of browser tabs I have open. I used to have like 25 tabs open while drawing. Anyways, this time I tried to not use gradient maps and instead approach the drawing like an oil underpainting. I did the underpainting with a reddish color on the same layer as my sketch, and after filling in the background I merged everything onto one layer. It just feels more like traditional painting to me this way. I make new layers when there are details to fill in or when I don't want the colors to blend when I'm using a brush with paint simulation settings on. I think I'm getting pretty fast at drawing. This took around an hour. Of course, I'll definitely keep working on it, but lately I have a problem where I keep starting new paintings and get lazy to finish the previous ones I started.
To recap, Discovery lifted off about 50 seconds behind the nominal time of 8:41 Central Time. But it was a normal ride to orbit, including the first use of a Block 1 engine, which performed by the book.
Today I just worked on cleaning up some paintings that I already started. I wanted to finish this anasui to post this week since Stone Ocean is really hyped right now, but if I can't finish, I won't force myself to. Here I'm fixing up the anatomy by making the external oblique overlap the latissimus dorsi. I'm not sure if it's accurate, but I will continue to study. I use a hue saturation value adjustment layer and set the saturation to the lowest to check my values from time to time. Since I paint on one layer, I turn off my painting layer to look at my last backup to determine if the changes I'm making are beneficial to the piece. I like adding some texture in white as a finishing touch to my paintings these days. I wouldn't say that the anasui is quite finished yet, but I got bored so I started working on alhaitham instead. Today I just added in more colors and cleaned up some edges and shapes. Bro, I can't draw girls. I suddenly wanted to try a new gouache painting style with more stylized colors than I usually use. As you heard just now, I really struggle with drawing girls, so I wanted to challenge myself this time by drawing Jolene. But since I'm not a huge Jolene fan, I had to draw anasui with her to feel motivated. I do think I like her a little bit more after drawing her though. I really wasn't digging this painting for the first half and I got really frustrated, but I didn't want to stop drawing in a bad mood, otherwise I'd associate this bad mood with drawing and feel unmotivated. So I just kept going and ended up liking it. Since I just started doing traditional art again lately, I have to get used to not having the liquify tool. I'm mostly satisfied with this piece, but there are some anatomical issues that I should be careful to address during the sketching process next time. I lost some footage in the middle because I was so concentrated that I didn't realize my phone ran out of battery. Oops. Anyways, I'll definitely want to work on more traditional paintings like this. They're so fun. I finally learned how to control the water with reactivated gouache, so it feels less like I'm wasting it when I squeeze a lot out now. Started off my morning by sketching Cyno from Genshin, even though I haven't played the update yet. I really like him because I think the gap moe between his appearance and his bad jokes is super cute. I like to tell bad jokes and laugh at them too, so he's pretty relatable. I edit these clips on the day that I record them, so my voice sounds different in each clip depending on which day I record on. Well, I guess you get to hear all of the flavors. I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? After I wrote this joke down, I couldn't stop laughing, and I'm not even the one who made it up. After that, I finished up my gyro from earlier this week to post tonight. I thought I spent a good chunk of time on it, but in reality I was distracted most of the time texting a friend. I tried a new multi-angle filming style for this part. Let me know if you prefer this or just a single angle in the comments. While I finished this painting up, I decided to go back to my trusty hard round brush with opacity pressure settings. It feels so nice to use, especially for cleaning up edges. Boba intermission. What you draw? Nothing in particular. I just want to practice gouache, but I can't think of anything to draw. So in the end, I decided to draw my OC Yunzhen. I low-key forgot the backstory I gave him, so I had to go read his character sheet to refresh my memory. I'm surprised by how quickly I improved with gouache. I think this took around 30 minutes, which is a record speed for me. So now gouache is by far my favorite traditional medium to work with, and my goal is to be able to do a complete painting that matches the quality of my digital work with gouache. Sad is like melancholy. Melancholy? Melancholic. Melancholy. Melancholy. Yeah, that's what I meant.